Hello? Am I live? Is this working? Apparently I have an excellent connection now, which would be wonderful if that were true. Is it true, do you think? Let's wait and see. Okay, let me connect to myself so I can see the live text. 5 people already. Well, hello. Okay, this looks much better, doesn't it? This is superior. Hello, Angel. Hello, Carlos and Scotty. Hello again, William. Sharon Baker, hello. Poppy Baker, hello. Okay, so I don't know what was going on there. I've changed my Wi-Fi connection and apparently, hooray, we are in the 21st century. Isn't that nice? Right, so I'll just let some people clock in. The camera is better, that's good. If you see me looking down here, I have my phone here because I have this quite elaborate setup going on. So I just want to have all my text down here so that I can talk to you here and also look at what you're saying here. All right, so Alessandra says, what do you do when you have had a bad day? Give advice. So it's kind of difficult because when you have a bad day, I think it's very easy to get entranced in your feelings. The first thing I really like to do is have a really hot shower. There is nothing more relaxing and getting yourself out of your headspace than distracting all your body with full body sensations of warmth. That's a really good one. And then do something you like and have some food that you like. I think eating something comforting that you enjoy and also maybe playing video games, reading a book, whatever it is. That's what I do. I, in fact, either go on Reddit and fall down a subreddit for a while, or I sit and play either ESO or, as I'm hopefully going to start playing shortly, WoW Classic, because I never played Classic before and I would love to do that. Wonderful. Love me hair. It took you ages to find the new live stream? Did it really? I hope not. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I guess. I mean, yeah, perhaps lots of changes coming for me in the future. I don't know yet. I'll have to kind of wait and see. Keep that hum. Is that what people say? No, keep it mum. That's what they say. I mean, we seem to be excellent condition. Isn't that lovely? I don't think anything in my life has ever been excellent condition before. Okay, so how am I? Doing great. Love your hair. Thank you. Hi, Lux. Hi, Jen. I was so lost. I'm really sorry. I had to quickly muster up a part 2. So there's going to be an awkward 6-minute video on my channel of me going, what's going on with the quality? Why isn't it working? I don't understand. So what is everyone up to? How have you all been since, I don't know, when was the last time I saw you? I think I did a stream last week, but I also uploaded a video this week. So yes. It's been a hair journey. It really has. I mean, I quite like my hair at the moment. I don't think it's the most exciting style or colour. But, sometimes you just got to take a break from those sorts of things. I definitely want it to be a little bit lighter. I think I could do with the whole of my hair being a little bit lighter than these bits. And I'll be quite happy with that. It's been a trying time for you. Oh no, Hetchel, I'm very sorry. It's been a month and it's only the 1st of September and it's still been a month. Nightmare. Yes, Sharon, showers are very therapeutic. I always forget how helpful they really are. Honestly, it is. I mean, how else do you step out of yourself in terms of changing the way your whole body feels in I don't know, a couple of minutes. Because I'm always I don't want to get in the shower. It's going to be such a laborious task to wash my hair and then dry it and blah, blah, blah. Once I'm in the shower, I don't want to get out. I'm I don't want to get out of the shower. I'm really enjoying it. It's so nice and warm. Yes. Am I still going to film Makeup Mondays? Sometimes the problem with YouTube is that tutorials don't really get pushed to the front of the algorithm and I don't get them shared to all my viewers. So it's kind of I have a new idea what to do with makeup because I kind of feel everyone knows now how to do tutorials or rather how to do the makeup that's involved in tutorials. So I want to smash that with some sort of nostalgic factor because I have a lot of products around me and in my collection that mean quite a lot to me and that I got through very important parts of my life. So I kind of want to do this series called Makeup Memories. And I think I might have even talked about this in my last what do you call it? Live stream. So yeah, I want to kind of like do a tutorial around like an era of my life, like do a makeup look around the era of my life and talk about a product that was like super important to me at that time. And just sort of like how I got that product, whether I was invited to like a party around that product, what I was doing with my life around that time. I think that's kind of quite nice, you know, kind of a little bit of a reminisce and to remind myself where I'm coming from in order to sort of point myself at where I want to go. Does that make sense? So keep your eyes peeled for that. In fact, don't peel your eyes. That's not a good idea, is it? How are we doing? How are we doing? Give us a tip for a long-term relationship such as yours. Okay, you get what you put in. As with all sorts of relationships and all sorts of, even think of it as a piece of artwork. If you dedicate the time and the craft to cultivating something beautiful, eventually you can stand back and go, that's really nice. But another part of the artwork is also knowing like when the art is not very good. So that's kind of like how I feel with people. It's very much like I have a friendship like bowl, let's say, and I like to put things in the friendship bowl. And it's not that I expect someone else to put something in the friendship bowl, but that's how a relationship should be. It should be give and take. Like they can put something in my friendship bowl and you can empty the friendship bowl sometimes, like when someone needs it, or you can give it to someone else. I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent about that. So that's kind of it. What else? Are you still going to film Makeup Mondays? Just answered that. I found you thanks to Kaya Toxic Tears. I'm so grateful. I love your scientific analysis of makeup. Well, thanks, Sharon, because I recently just met Kaya, actually, at Summer in the City that just happened. Although now it's called Social in the City. I mean, okay. It was lovely to meet her and her boyfriend, Jake. We actually bonded a lot more than I thought we would because, I don't know, there's always a different aspect when you see and watch someone online to how you think you might get on with them in real life, because obviously this is like a 2D 20% of life vision kind of thing, and when you see someone in like 3D and you get to interact with them and see all their like body language, like you get a sense of whether you really like someone. And I really clicked with her. I clicked with her so well. I was really surprised. Yeah, and then interestingly enough, we went on to Facebook Messenger, and we saw we were messaging each other back in like 2011, which I think was really, really cute. All right. Lucy Appleton. Hey, don't know if you remember, but you gave me some university advice on Rolly's stream the other day. Really appreciated it. Oh, I do remember giving some university advice. I can't remember what it was. I hope it was good. God, that stream was a complete, not mess. It was just fantastic. Rolly didn't get a joke, and I was just like spent half the time laughing, and I was totally exhausted. Okay, Vintage Girl. This is Gemini by Jeffree Star. That's this lipstick, yes. Do you ever look back and cringe at any old videos or looks? For M Heart? Yes, I do. Most of the time, the things that bother me when I look back at... So, I'm in kind of an interesting position. Having transitioned on the internet, it's kind of like... I exist as like two separate entities on the internet, and that is like a bit weird to think of, because if I look far enough back at old videos, I don't associate with that person being me. It feels kind of like a relative of me, but it's the voice that always triggers me, because my voice used to be so... I mean, my voice now isn't still like great. I'm not happy with it. I think lots of people struggle when they make videos, when they hear themselves back, and it's like... I still struggle with that. So I think that's my like cringe bit when I look back. But otherwise, I really actually appreciate some of my older videos, because I wouldn't be here now without some of my like iconic content, such as how to do Barbie pink lipstick, how to bleach your hair platinum white / blonde / bleach blonde / silver / any other colour that I said. Yeah. Yeah, not too cringe, but you know, it does make you kind of go, ugh. But I think that's a unique thing also of being on the internet, because we've never really had this chance to cringe at like 3D content before in history. Like pictures maybe, but you still... I don't know, this is public, it's a bit different. I imagine, yeah, I don't know. What are we doing? Let's have a look. Do you ever look back? You've probably heard this a lot, but I love your hair so much. Thank you. I am really surprised at the love I'm getting for this, because to me, it's not the most exciting style or cut, but I think it actually looks quite nice for now. I'm quite happy with that. I would love it to be, as I was saying earlier, about this bit lighter than this and maybe a bit more smoky, but I've got time. I'm not in a hurry, you know. I kind of want hair to be healthy more than anything else. Momo S, do you find your transition was different because you were androgynous? Yes. Okay, so I look back at my history and say I never lived as a man. I never got to the age of what a man was in my head. So I was a boy who became a woman rather than like man to woman. Does that make sense? So I was saying to someone the other day, I was like, if I wasn't so obsessed with makeup from such an early age, I think transition would have been really difficult for me. But because I've like known my face for so long, I know how to do eyeshadow techniques. I know how to feminize my eyelashes. Like it's a much easier process, because I think when you get started out in makeup, there's quite a lot of things that are quite cloudy to you. For example, like I'm so comfortable now in the products that I use. I have some holy grail favorites that have taken me 10, 12 years to find and really settle on and be like, that's great. When you get started in something, you're kind of a bit like, I don't know the difference between a good product and a bad product. Also, you might not know like how to apply those products and if that affects the quality of the product, so it's kind of difficult. I'm really thankful that I was kind of like obsessed with hair colors, obsessed with like long hair and also makeup. I think it helped me quite a lot actually, because some people I know that have literally just gone from like super traditional mask hetero life to then suddenly turning it upside down. They have to relearn everything they've already known. Whereas I feel like I was kind of one foot in both camps anyway, and I just sort of took that foot out of there and plopped it in this side. I don't know. Take from that what you will. I think the first video I saw you was the Glampire Diaries. Now that really is a long time ago. I love that name, don't you? The Glampire Diaries. So I made up that name because of obviously that hit TV show, The Vampire Diaries. But I was like, that is not going to happen. So I was like, let's make it the Glampire Diaries. And then I think I did 4 episodes. I might have done 6. I think I did 4. And I was like, this is a lot of effort back in the day. So I was like, I'll stick to it, do those things. But then I didn't really have the vision that I do now with it. I'm a lot more comfortable on camera now than I was back then. So if I, like, ironically, that's quite funny. Maybe I'll even mention about that in a video, because it means quite a lot to me. And then I also did a series called Chewing the Pearls as well, which was like that moved on. And that lyric is from a Lady Gaga song. Can't even remember what song that is. Your love is like chewing on pearls, chewing the pearls. And I was like, oh, that's an amazing sentence. Hi, Florida, from Teresa Black. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What are we on? Momo S. I've watched you since the start of your channel. You've always been so cool and collected. But now you're my posh aunt who comes and does my eyebrow while we drink coffee for dessert. I love that. That is a great way, actually. I often feel like quite an auntie. I don't know what this is. I give auntie vibes at the moment. Although I'm on a weight loss journey, so I'm hoping that I become like hot sister instead of like auntie. I don't know. How do you make your foundation last? So I truly believe that there are 2 things that are really important to make your foundation last. That is the product, the foundation product. If there's any product that you need to spend money on, I think it's foundation. Like, you can make crappy eyeshadows work, you can make crappy powders work, you can make crappy lipsticks work, crappy highlighters, but your foundation is like the most important part, I think. I even skimp out on skincare because it's not necessary all the time, like every single day. I think salicylic acid for skin texture and like pigmentation and for anti-aging properties. And then for my foundation, I will always, this one's a bit mucky, so let's ignore the top. But this one, it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It is the hands down best foundation on the market right now. And I have tried hundreds of foundations throughout my time. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? I can't see what your message is. It just says message retracted. Oh, right. I see. Retracted. That's fine. Okay. You are truly amazing. Been a fan for what feels like forever. Honestly, I've been online forever. It's ridiculous. I know you like Drag Race. Are you looking forward to the UK Drag Race? I know I am. I am looking forward to it in sort of several weird ways, actually, because I really don't know. I don't know what to expect, because I mean, we've all seen that like snippet from the intro in which RuPaul and Michelle were kind of doing the "Hello, Governor" kind of accent, and literally Alan Carr was like, "What's happening? Why am I here?" kind of thing. I thought that was funny, so I was very much like, I don't know if this is gonna I don't know if they're going to get all the references the British culture has, because like most British drag, especially like East London drag, is not prim, proper Instagram glam. It's very like subversive on what femininity and masculinity are in this dichotomy. So yeah, I'm excited. I have personally met and hung out and clubbed with a few of the contestants. I'm not going to mention which because I don't want to create any sort of drama. Not that I really might, but you never know, do you? It's the internet after all. Yeah, I think it's going to be quite a season. I do think that they might put a lot of like budget and like time and effort into it because they want to make it like the best, because it's, you know, the first season. I do often wonder what the prizes are going to be though, because I don't think they've been released yet, have they? But it starts in October, so I'm excited about that. Makeup and skincare seems to be a journey because there are so many releases, innovation, improvements. Yes, see, I am on a real, what's the word, anti-consumer kick at the moment. So I love being able to buy a product that A, lasts me and isn't like particularly trendy. As John McClane said, trends are for the anxious. And I like that because it's true. I don't necessarily buy something because it's trendy, because I don't really often review a lot of makeup. I'm at a point now in my makeup career where I'm like quite happy with a lot of the products that I have. And even when you try something out, sometimes it can just be a flop and I'm not too invested in that. I like a product to be out for a little while so I can read reviews, listen to what people say, and even like go into shops and try it before I buy it. I'm that kind of a person. Who else do we have here? Please film your weight loss journey if you're ever comfortable. I'm turning up too and we love the motivation. Wonderful. I don't know if I'm going to film like a journey, but I'm definitely going to put across the things that have helped me, and I'm going to put some like before and after shots and things like that. That does actually remind me, I have to take a little video for Instagram because I don't know if anyone knows I'm online. Let's have a little moment, shall we? So I need to grab the share. Where's the share? Copy link. Give me a second, everyone. I shall be right back. I can see all of your messages still. Add to my story. Are we ready? Are we ready, everyone? Hello, everyone. So I am live right now on YouTube. I have kindly provided the link, so swipe up to watch me live, answer some of your questions, and just chat about life. Let's have a kiki. I've never said that sentence before, but there we go. That is the magic of television. Da, 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 da. Call to action added, and there we go. Marvellous. Okay. All right, back to the chat. Oh, 36 of you. I think this might be a record. So, what do we have? What do we have now? Hi, Luxeria. Sorry I'm late. You are most welcome. Do you recommend a good under-eye anti-wrinkle serum? So, under-eye anti-wrinkle serums. I'm not like a huge serum person. I don't... like, my relationship with skincare is like, it needs to do something. So I have two recommendations when it comes to skincare, and that is salicylic acid. Its anti-aging and its anti-texture properties are phenomenal. And I only really recommend salicylic acid because it plumps your skin over time. I also recommend a light moisturizer. Heavy moisturizers, I think, just... every time I've used a heavy or a rich moisturizer, I haven't loved it. So check out The Ordinary. They're a skincare brand that's actually quite well priced, quite good. Do I have excellent connection? I do still. That's lovely. Am I buffering to people? I hope not. And that's what I recommend. Salicylic acid, a little bit under the eye. You have to be quite careful. Don't get it on your eyelids because it can dry out your skin a little bit. But a light moisturizer as well. If you want something to feel a little bit more luxurious, you can try... oh, what are they called? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I have it here somewhere. A friend gave it to me. I can't see it. Okay, so it's an under-eye, like, bag. It's not an under-eye bag. What am I talking about? It's an under-eye mask by Glam Glow, and it's just an under-eye mask. I think that's just all it's called. Hopefully that helps. What else do we have? Do you use setting sprays? I do. I actually don't have like a super fave setting spray. I don't like spending a lot of money on them. As long as they're not filled with denatured alcohol, I don't really mind. So I either recommend this one by Revolution, Makeup Revolution. This is the Sport Fix. This is the one that I actually really like at the moment. It's the Maybelline Lasting Fix. And you actually get a little bit more than other brands. And it's got a really good mister. I could go for some now, actually. Let's have a little mist. Lovely. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm bricking it for uni in 14 days. Don't brick it. You'll do absolutely beautifully. I have no doubt at all. Joe, Annie MDC, have you ever considered getting other extreme cosmetic beauty procedures to up your beauty game? Microbladed brows, fillers, etc. I've had fillers. And Charlotte C, happy birthday. I am very well. I hope you have had a lovely day or having a lovely day. Will I ever get more extreme cosmetic work? I actually quite like fillers. This is a weird thing to say because I think fillers really divide people. I think it comes down to anything, really. You've got to get good work. Nothing is more off-putting than seeing people that look like swollen sausage lips or, you know, there's just certain people that just... You have to have a goal when it comes to extreme modification or, you know, any modification really. And you have to be quite clear about that goal because you could go to a practitioner and be like, I want my lips filled. If you don't say to them, so I want these bits moved up and this bit pushed out and then this bit like tucked in or whatever, then they might just go, let's put a big line of filler in. Do you see what I mean? So you've got to keep a goal in mind when you are going for such extreme work. But I do actually also agree with Botox. I've never actually had any Botox, but as soon as I need it, I'll be getting Botox like across here. But actually, considering how old I am, I think my forehead is doing pretty well, which is quite unusual. I would like to get something here and some filler here maybe, but you know, don't overdo it and take your time. Make sure it's right for you. Don't do it just because someone else is doing it. Don't do anything that you don't want to do to yourself. And don't feel you have to either. It's only because literally I stare at my face all day long that I'm like, oh God, I could do with some filler here. This isn't the same as it used to be 10 years ago. Let's see. Happy birthday, Charlotte. How would you recommend getting into makeup? Buying cheap but varied or going for the higher quality but more pricey? So if you want to get absolutely like basic into makeup, grab yourself a good brush set from Amazon or eBay. They're like cheap, I don't know, like 16-in-1 brush set or something like that. I have 2 of those that I really, really like. I use those alongside, I couldn't even tell you what the name are. I got them so many years ago. I use that alongside some Sugar Pill brushes, Illamasqua brushes, and some Furless Cosmetics brushes as well. If you want to get into like good eyeshadows, I would recommend, okay, so this is a new addition to my collection. This is the EYM palette, and my first live stream involved this palette, and you can see here that this palette has like a beautiful array of colours, and this palette was 23 quid, and if you were to get something like this, it's practically perfect because you have all the neutrals across the top and then like loads of bright different colours, and they're great quality. So that's what I would recommend for eyeshadow, and that's £23. But then your foundation, I absolutely would recommend something like Estee Lauder because it just looks beautiful in camera. It looks beautiful on video. It photographs nicely. It doesn't have extreme flashback. With powders, you can kind of go a bit cheaper. It doesn't necessarily matter. I don't really feel like powders are where you should be investing your money, but I think lots of people feel a bit different about that. So like, I quite like Coty Airspun powder. That's great. I use the extra coverage. It does smell very much like an old woman's bathroom, but aside from that, it's quite pleasant. I hope that helps. What else do we have? Are there any makeup looks you'd like to try out of your ordinary looks but haven't? So, there probably is. I would love to experiment more with some special effects stuff. I just know that there's like a price barrier to get involved in SFX because good special effects products cost quite a lot of money, and then once you get into the habit of being like, oh right, well I know this product and I could dupe it for this product or make my own out of like liquid latex or something, I really like that. And I think if I had more time spare to experiment with special effects stuff, I would love to go down that route. So that is like one big area of makeup. Special effects is like the area that I probably would go down. Like, I'd love to get a face cast done, although it does seem excessively frightening to have like your face covered in plaster and then like you have to wait for it to dry. Like that sounds quite frightening. So not totally up for it, but like if I had a professional do it, I'd be quite happy. And then start off from that point, I guess. Yeah. Will Danville, is glycolic acid good or bad for oily skin? So glycolic acid, if I remember correctly, can't actually break down the oils in the skin. Salicylic acid is better for oily skin. But if you want to have some like serious anti-aging and like anti-fine line wrinkles, those sorts of things, then glycolic acid is better. What you can do in some cases is actually use the system concurrently. And I don't mean like at the same time, but I mean like one day you could do a little salicylic acid treatment and then wait 2 days and then do a little mini glycolic acid treatment. The only thing is you have to go kind of quite low with that. So you'd have to do like salicylic acid 2%, glycolic acid 10%, and then work your way up from there. But quite often glycolic acid is a lot more for anti-aging and anti-wrinkles, fine lines, wrinkles, those sorts of things. Salicylic acid will help you more with controlling oil and controlling texture. Hope that helps. Elite Restoration. Hello, Elite Hair Restoration. Thank you for doing my wonderful hairline, by the way. You don't need Botox. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I don't think I need it right now, but, you know, age is always knocking on that door. I'm quite open to it. Let's have a look. Bricking it for uni, English degree in 2 weeks. Thanks for the uni advice though. No worries. Good luck with your first week. Just remember, everybody else is just as nervous. I was really nervous, especially coming back as a mature student. I was like, everyone's going to be a child and I'm not going to connect with anyone. And I actually very quickly found my crowd, and I was really surprised because I feel like it takes a little bit of time for me to get comfortable around people, but I don't know. Really strange. I really enjoyed my time at university. It was great. I've got some great friends for life. Have you watched Dragula season 3? I haven't. I don't think it's available here. I think it's only available in Canada at the moment, isn't it, on Amazon Prime? We do actually have an Amazon Prime account, so I will be watching it like as soon as it comes out. I'm sure I could probably watch some sort of unscrupulous method, or watch it through some sort of unscrupulous method, but I haven't got around to it yet. You are a great artist. You can do makeup better than I. Thank you, Teresa Black. It's taken me many, many years. Oh, it's available in the UK. Oh my gosh, then I know exactly what I'm going to do after this stream tonight. I'm going to binge. Binge. Meow meow. Any opinions on retinoids? So, yes. Retinoids. So my experience with retinoids is they are quite like a treatment on your skin. I think I've got the activated Granactive retinoid by The Ordinary. I've got 2% and I've also got 1%. All of them are like really harsh on my skin. When I say harsh, I mean like so the next day, like it kind of goes red and then I peel a little bit. So I think they are great if you have the time to have downtime. Me being like on camera and stuff like that, I don't have like, I have to kind of like plan my time when I can have like a skin peel and have like downtime skin that I don't mind having peely and on camera and, you know, that kind of thing. I think they are absolutely great if you have really problematic skin and you really need that like silver bullet kind of thing. I think retinoids are great for that. I would watch a lot of video reviews about retinoid products though, because there is different ways of getting vitamin A, which is retinoid, and you kind of need to trust the products that you're getting it from. That's all. But if you need it, I would recommend it. But if you don't really, if you really could do without it, I would recommend salicylic acid instead. Thank you for answering my questions. You are most welcome, M. Hart. Back to uni on the 23rd, starting my dissertation, crapping my pants. How did you keep calm in your dissertation year? I didn't. I was horribly stressed and it was awful. I had so many things go wrong in my dissertation. For example, there were people in my group that couldn't make chemicals properly. The solutions were being primed incorrectly. Reagents were being put back in the wrong places. So it was kind of actually a problem. Nobody notified my supervisor that we were running out of like plate reader plates. Like, it was quite dramatic, but I managed to pull it all together. So I think the best thing that you can do is stay organized. If someone says like, oh, we need your introduction due in 3 weeks, make sure you start it immediately. Don't let time get out of control, because there were so many people at the end of my dissertation that were asking for like extensions and stuff like that, and I was like, I could never. I managed to get mine done 2 days before the deadline, and I was like, that's wonderful. It gives me time to print it up. It gives me time to upload it, to make sure that like there's not an internet crash or I haven't accidentally deleted a file or some awful thing like that. So my biggest piece of advice with a dissertation is to keep yourself on track, set yourself little goals, because the show will always go wrong, but you have to keep it going. Thanks for asking my question. Is the Botox they use in the face the same stuff they use for muscle complaints? Asking because I will be having it for a complaint in my hand, so just wondered. Vintage toy box. I believe it is the same. I don't know if it's the same strength, but I believe it is from the same source. So botulinum toxin. I think that's what it is. We actually use it in such low amounts because it is, in fact, one of the most toxic substances to humans. So we use it in like unbelievably small amounts. But it works by preventing the transmission of neurotransmitters between nerves and between muscles, or between nerves in muscles. So it paralyzes. That's how it works. And then it wears off after, I think it's between a year and 18 months. So good luck with that. I don't think you should have much problems with it. Most people don't really have many problems with Botox. Very short binge, I know, only the first episode available. Do you have any tips on bringing really dry and acne-prone skin back to life? Okay, so dry and acne-prone are two things that are really difficult. I think that's the hardest type of skin to work with, actually, because when I think acne, I don't immediately think dry skin. It's kind of difficult. So again, I would try with salicylic acid, especially for acne-prone skin. The recommended treatment is salicylic acid for acne-prone skin. You can make your own by crushing up aspirin and making like a little paste with some moisturizer. That might, in fact, actually quite help in this case. Making your own little face mask type thing with some moisturizer. Leave it on for 10 minutes, rinse it off. Your skin might feel a little bit more rejuvenated. A lot of it might just be down to hormones. And if it's down to hormones, there's not a lot really you can do from the outside. If you can, depending on where you are, go to your doctor and get an endocrinology report, because you might then find that actually you've got some sort of hormonal imbalance causing your problems rather than it being an external factor. What's the best thing to use for blackheads? This probably isn't hugely recommended, but I like using those little tiny, those peel-off masks that you're meant to put all over your face. If ever I get like problematic, like clogged pores, blackheads, those kind of things, I just do it in a little area and let it dry and then peel off that area. So like concentrated peel-off masks, basically. That's what I do, because I know that you're not meant to like pull everything out of your pores, but if you do it in a small area, I mean, my skin's all right, but I'm not a professional dermatologist. If there is a complete problem that you keep getting that's recurring, I would recommend visiting a dermatologist. Got to go. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Thanks, Lucy. I'm a little bit behind with the questions, actually. Which conditioner do you recommend for bleached hair? I actually have been trying out this new thing for my own hair. I really like the... what's it called? It's the Honey Treasures by Garnier. So... not a great fan of the company Garnier, but I think the Honey Treasures one does actually work. They also have a similar one that is called Almond Treasures, I think. But that really works, but I would recommend doing a treatment. Now, the treatment that I like, I don't know if you're vegan or not, which may or may not work very well. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I use a whole egg. I blend an egg in one of those like little personal blenders, and I apply it all over my hair. And I let it really sit in. And you have to rinse it off with cool water, otherwise you end up with cooked egg in your hair. I leave it on for an hour, and the proteins in the egg really soak in. So this is very similar to the Apogee 2-step protein treatment that I used to do quite a lot of. I found that the egg treatment isn't quite as good, but it's like, sometimes you don't have Apogee around, and it is quite an expensive product, so, you know, an egg will do just fine for the short term. And then I do a cornflower mask, which actually helps bring some shine back, and it also helps bring a little bit of manageability back to bleached hair. So what I do is boil up some water on a stove. I add in 2 very heaped tablespoons of water... corn flour to about 200 mils of water. So it kind of gets really, really thick and bubbly, and you want to make sure it's all dissolved all the way through. Take it off the heat, let it cool, and you have to kind of catch it before it's completely cold because it will go quite solid. But then you apply it into your hair and you leave it to sit for half an hour, and then you rinse it out, and you make sure you fully rinse it out, and you'll find that your hair will be nice and glossy afterwards. And you can repeat that treatment as many times as you need to. Ironically, it's also called like a semi-permanent straightening treatment, but I don't know if it would actually straighten your hair. I just think it gives your hair that little bit of like glossy weight to it, but without feeling like heavy. It's really good. I really like it. I really recommend it. Daniel Cox, a long time follower of you. Please could you do that aubergine song for nostalgia purposes? I realise this is a ridiculous quest. Okay, aubergine, I said, aubergine. There you go. That's like, I don't know, 14 years ago, 13 years ago. I really like the Q&A with Andy from back in the day. It was so funny. How is his weightlifting going? It's going well. He hasn't competed for a little while. I think he's going to compete next year. Time management. Yes. You are most welcome, Vintage Toybox. You said you was a mature student going into uni. I've not been in education for 2 to 3 years and going back into a science degree, kind of nervous. Jump back. Stoichiometry. Oh, so you're doing chemistry. Love that. Yeah, I mean, going back into education was a big thing for me because I kind of had some preconceived notions that I don't know where they came from, but I just kind of assumed that, like, I wasn't really going to fit in or make friends or anything. But I think going to a big London university, like, there were other mature students. There were people that I fit in with. There was, like, mature alternative people with fun hair colours. Like, and I was like, oh my gosh, I found my tribe. Amazing. So while it is nerve-wracking, all new experiences are nerve-wracking. And just remember, if it doesn't make you uncomfortable, you aren't growing. Although, don't do that with other adults, because that's not consensual. I don't know where I was going with that. You look so good as a brunette. Thank you. I think this is really quite close to my natural colour, actually. Especially, like, this bit here. This little bit of, like, warmth here is very close to my natural hair colour. So when I was really young, I was born platinum blonde. I had platinum blonde probably until I was about 10. Then it started getting a bit darker. But I've actually got, like, quite a lot of underlying red pigment in my hair, and hairdressers and things have never really realised when I've gone to them for, like, highlights and stuff. So that's why I kind of took to doing my own hair, because when I was bleaching and colouring my hair, I could control the level of lift that I was getting, because I'd always be like, I have quite a lot of underlying red, and nobody would ever believe this and be like, oh my god, we're stuck at this ginger phase. Like, of course, I've told you. So that's why I like doing my own hair, realistically. Although, nowadays, I would love to go to Zach Mesquit, the Platinum King, I think, who works for Weller, or is like some Weller influencer. The white blondes that he gets his clients are phenomenal, but he charges $2,000 a day and doesn't take new clients, so that's not going to happen. Have you decided about taking a master's? Yes, I'm not doing it now. I'm not doing it for the foreseeable future. I've got other things I need to get in line first. I would love to do a master's and then a PhD, but I want to get into industry first, I think, and then I can reevaluate myself in a couple of years' time and see where my career is going and if I need to get a master's in order to move a few steps up the ladder. But I want to try and get into industry first. I think, actually, industry experience is more important for me right now than getting a master's degree. Yeah. Thank you so much. I will try that. Well done. Good. The egg in the hair reminds of a story of my father's friends. He would have punk and would use egg whites as hair gel. Honestly, I have heard many things for mohawks. Even I've tried a few of them. I've tried the soap mohawk. It just doesn't work. I mean, we have such good hair gel methods now. Why would you even... even punks back in the 70s would use PVA glue, which is better than egg white, because it rinses out and you're not going to end up with maggots in your hair. Well, disgusting. You're welcome, Daniel Cox. You are welcome. 818 Tali, when are you coming to LA? I have absolutely no idea when I'm coming to LA. I'd love to do the LA adventure maybe once or twice in my life. Yeah, I've had people that have just come back from there and say that it's like a wonderful experience to do. So I would love to do that. I think if my career ever got to that point, I'd love to try it. Joe Evans. No, I'm doing ecology, but it has a bit of chemistry. My bane and my love. And my biggest hate. Honestly, chemistry is like a weird love-hate relationship for me as well, because it's basically magic that we know. Like, It's like casting potions and alchemy, but it's like, no matter what you know about chemistry, there's always going to be something that makes you go, I didn't know that. Why is it not going the right way? What's happening? I hate this. It's wrong. But I love chemistry, but I also hate chemistry, so I totally understand you. Chicken nuggets, I'm not going to say that. Do you think I was born in a barn? Nicholas Gerbage. Can you recommend any good grey hair colour? So many turn out with a blue or purple tinge. I want a proper grey/dark grey. So I would not go on the high street for this. Get yourself down to a Sally's or a beauty supply store. If you, depending on what level your hair is. So if you're, let's say, what level is your hair? It's probably going to be a little bit delayed. Let's say you're a level 9. So what I would do is get a jet black. I'd buy a jet black hair dye, and I would also buy a level 9 cool blonde? Neutral blonde. I'd buy a level 9 neutral blonde. And then you want to mix up your level 9 to the instructions, and you want to put 1 inch of black in that, and you should get a lovely medium smoky grey tone. And you can change that, so you can add less grey for more of a, less black for more of a silvery tone, or you can add a little bit more black for more of like a deeper charcoal grey. Those are how you really get these sorts of wonderful grey tones. They don't really, I don't know what it is. People don't produce nice grey, smoky, silvery tones. I've always had the best results when I've made my own toners. For silver hair, I actually recommend, so a technique that I used to do was get a level 10 neutral, like toner. I used to get one by, what was it by? What did I used to use? Oh, it's gone out of my head right now. I used to get a level 10 neutral hair color, and I used to mix in a little bit of blue black, and I found that gave me a slightly, so it gave me grey but with silver tones, like white silver. So that was like my absolute go-to. But you have to mix those kinds of toners with peroxide, so most of the time I just make my own out of like Directions hair dyes and stuff. Wonderful. How long have I been live for? Ooh, nearly an hour. Ooh. What am I on? What am I on? Where does it say? Hello. I am going to leave at 9:15, just so everyone knows. Marvellous. So, yeah, how is everyone else doing? What's going on today? I've had a wonderful day. I don't know if anyone has followed me on Instagram, but I have gone to the park today, and I spent some time feeding ducks. I haven't fed them bread. I was feeding them peas, so I had a lovely little relaxing day, actually. Yeah, I had something I wanted to talk about in this stream, and I can't remember what it is. I don't know. Hello, Cade. Hello. Oh, will you be doing Vlogmas this year? I love it when you do Vlogmas. So, yes, so I have a secondary channel called Luxeria Vlogs, which was my old channel, which has the majority of my subscribers. I really want to put it to use, and I think I might try and do Vlogmas this year on that, because I need to kind of make some use of it. I know that it's been like, since about 2016, that channel tanked. So I've been trying my best to kind of like build up this new channel. So at least I have some sort of like things to switch between, and there's like marked differences between the content that I want to do on each channel. So I would love to do Vlogmas. What do you think? Do you think I should? Vintage Girl, will you be doing a Halloween makeup tutorial this year? Do you know, I do a Halloween tutorial every year, and for this year, I'm actually a little bit stuck on what I want to do. I haven't done an It look, and I know that It literally comes out in like 5 days' time in the UK, so I kind of want to do something related to It. But, as of right now, I don't have like a solid idea in my mind. I think when I see the look that I want to do, is like when I see the look that I want to do. So I'm trying to keep my like options open. I definitely want to try and do 2 looks this year, because I really like Halloween, and I like doing all those sorts of things around Halloween. I think it's fun, and you people always love them. I didn't mean to say you people like that. That sounded a bit rude, didn't it? Rosemore, yes please. Yes please to Vlogmas. Vlog. Yeah, I don't know if I do a vlog every single day, but I definitely want to do like a couple a week. So that will start in December. Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't have like a huge family, like most of my Decembers are actually quite calm usually. I have quite a sort of like a calm Christmas. I don't often get up to like loads of stuff, but at least my Vlogmas last year, I think it was actually the year before last, did quite well actually, and I really enjoyed it. It got me into daily vlogging in a way that I never really expected to do or enjoy. It was kind of strange. I love Halloween. I was thinking of being Maleficent, but need makeup help. I have never done a Maleficent look, and I must admit, Maleficent 2 is coming out before Halloween this year. And as I was just saying, I think I'm kind of waiting for that, like, eureka moment of, like, let's do a makeup look. I would love to do a Maleficent look. I think maybe that will be one of my tutorials this year, because Maleficent is, like, an iconic creature of Disney mythos because she was literally evil for the sake of evil. Not evil because she was made that way or evil because she suffered as a child. No, she was evil, evil. And that's the one thing I didn't like about the Maleficent that they produced that came out a few years ago with Angelina Jolie, because A, they didn't explain where she came from in the forest. Why in the Forest of Fairies was she the only satanic looking one? Like, okay, where are her parents? Did she just magically pop out of the ground? If so, why does she look like that? And B, she's the mistress of all evil. I'm sorry, I don't subscribe. I know that Disney can't really say that now, but I mean, like, in the 40s they said it, so why can't they say it now? Or did it come out in the 50s? I think it was the 40s. Maybe it was 54 or 56. Don't remember. I really like your eye look today. What colours did you use? All right, so I am wearing... on my lid, I've got this kind of like rose gold look. I really like rose gold. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do, but I do. I think it's because it's anything pink. So on my lids, I'm wearing this colour by Kiko Milano. This is their, what is this? This is their long-lasting wet and dry use eyeshadow. It's blinding you with my light. This is a really good eyeshadow. Love it. You can use it wet or dry. Wet for a bit more insanity and dry for just like a nice sparkle. I've got this, and then I've also got a single shadow around it, which is this sort of shiny black. Also by Kiko. This is their high pigment in 14. It's like a metallic. Can you see that? It kind of looks like petrol oil slick. Absolutely love that. And that's what I've got around it. And then I've just got the NYX Epic Liner on that. And it's really cool. With a bit of contour. That's all I've got on. It's actually... so I kind of did it just to kind of do it and be like, it's over, it's done with. Like, I kind of put makeup on today just to be like, I need to feel a bit better about myself. Let's just do something. So I did that, and I love it. I actually like how my eyebrows have turned out today as well. She had an emo phase. She certainly did. Hello from Phoenix, Arizona. My goodness. Hello, Jinkoundo? I hope I haven't butchered that. I'm very sorry. Hello, Phoenix, Arizona. How do you get a heavy eyelid? How do you mean, vintage girl? I'm 47 and my overlid makes it difficult. Oh. Oh, gosh. When it comes to eyeshadow, I always think bigger is better. So if you have like, so for example, my problem is that when I look straight forward, my eyelids disappear. So I try and push my sparkle, my like lid sparkle up a little bit more. I think I would recommend to try that for you. It might not work, but it might just open your eyes a little bit more. Failing that, put something on the inner corner. Sometimes your eyelids, sometimes makeup just doesn't work for every single eye shape. So sparkle on the inner corner is always a great way to open the eyes up and make them look more awake and alive. And you can even put little bits of glitter there. Something a bit different. Love that. What's popping with you? What's good? Well, I'm actually, I'm kind of hungry. I might go and have like a nice little something to eat. I don't know. I'm under my calorie limit today, so I can have a little treat, which is nice. Yes, your hair looks nice today. Thank you. I actually put some effort into it for a change. I'm trying this like middle parting again. I don't know what it is. I just keep coming back to like a middle part and like seeing if it works. I don't know. I don't know. I love hair, but also like hate hair at the same time. It's like, it's a lot of effort. Hair is like difficult and a lot of effort and sometimes not very nice. Middle part looks good. Thank you. I actually like these sort of like, what they called like effortless bouncy waves as well. I like that. I just wish I don't know. I just wish that I had like a more exciting colour, but I'm happy with this for now. It's nice. It looks pleasant. Yes. So get your last final questions in because I am about to log off in about 5 minutes, I think. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Also, it's really warm this evening. I just need to like calm down. Yeah, see, I don't know, I keep tempting myself to have a fringe at the moment, but also I'm like, no. Maybe I should just get a wig. Just get like a wig in a fun colour and just be like, that's it. Whenever I need to have fun colour moments, I'll just be like, on goes the wig, that's it, okay. My life is lived kind of thing. What are you going to eat? I might have a pancake. Kind of feeling like something a little bit sweet. A pancake. That might be nice. I really want to play WoW Classic as well. I don't know if I've got the time to do it this week, but I would really like to play that. That's like absolutely gagging. It's been lovely having a Sunday evening chat with you. Thank you, Lux. No problem. I'm glad you have enjoyed it. It's been fun. I do kind of feel like I should bring a little bit more structure to these though, because I kind of feel like I'm just literally answering questions, and I don't know if that's like the way live streams should go or if I should incorporate an activity, something like that. What do you guys think? I need a direction that I want to take these in, because I've never done live streaming before. I feel like I need to fill every second with content because otherwise it gets a bit boring. I don't know. It's quite different because when you edit a video, you can just like put loads of things in together and like make all the cuts really seamless so that it's like very entertaining. With live, I feel like there's like some sort of dead spots, and then there's like not speaking, waiting to read things, there's lags, there's technical difficulties as what I had earlier, drama, can't even have music in the background, although I probably could find like a royalty free playlist just to have playing in the background, couldn't I? That'd be fun. Maybe I should do that. Hair chameleon, love that phrase, that's cute. What's the best eyeshadow colours to wear for someone who wears glasses to make their eyes pop? Go opposite to your eye colour. That is what I do. So golds work really well for like blue eye tones. In fact, actually golds work really well for like deep hazel tones. If you want to have something, I think green works really nice with like dark brown eyes. You could go for like an aquamarine, soft green tone. Literally when it comes to glasses, it's really difficult. It depends what sort of shape your glasses are. So my glasses are kind of like cat eye shaped, and I actually find having a little wing is really nicely accentuated. So I don't necessarily have to wear like a lot of eyeshadow, but doing a nice little eyeliner wing really suits well with my glasses. I quite like that. Rosemore, I have a question for you. I've been dyeing my hair since I was 13. I'm 21 now, and because I've dyed my hair for so long, do you use a lot of conditioner? Do you think I should or shouldn't? Yes, actually, I think so there's one sort of like problem that you can get when you use a lot of conditioner, and that is you get silicone buildup. But as long as you use a clarifying shampoo every now and then, it should be fine. But with like bleached and dyed hair, I don't feel like you need to like use clarifying shampoos quite that much. I love a good treatment. If you get the time, literally sit with it on your hair for like half an hour. Just really pamper yourself once a month or something. Your hair will absolutely love it. Even earlier in this video, I mentioned about an egg treatment. So whip up an egg into like fully incorporated egg, wear it on your hair for an hour, rinse it out with cold water, and your hair will love you for it. It will look so glossy and shiny, and it will suck up all the proteins. Great. Lux, you are amazing. I'm really glad I was able to talk to you. Well, you are most welcome, Teresa Black. Where did you get your cat eye glasses? Specsavers. Should have gone to Specsavers. And on that note, everyone, I am going to sign off. So thank you everyone for making it to the live stream. Sorry for the technical difficulties we had earlier. I honestly thought it was going to be a bit different than that. Isn't it always the way? You test something, you make sure it works, and then the show always goes wrong. And that's where I'm going to leave it today. Be fabulous, love yourself, stay beautiful, stay gorgeous, treat yourself to something that you enjoy, keep your hopes up, and I will see you in the next live stream. You gorgeous, gorgeous people. Thank you for all of your questions. See you in my next video, which I will be putting up at some point this week. I don't have a regular schedule at the moment. Oh well. See you. And I'm swifting off.